Today we investigated a crown of a snowmobiler-triggered avalanche in the 10 Lakes area of the northern Whitefish Range.
This avalanche actually failed on weak, faceted snow depth hoar that formed in November. We're actually kind of surprised by this. We were thinking that it failed on the January facet layer, but this actually fell deeper in the snowpack and took out most of this season's snow. One thing that we've noticed over the course of the season is that the further north you travel, the shallower the snowpack is and the weaker the snowpack is. So these grains, even though we haven't talked about them in a long time of them being a problem, it just really shows you the tricky nature of dealing with a persistent slab avalanche problem. And these weak grains is that months or even later in the season after these are buried, if you hit the sweet spot or the wrong spot on a slope, you can still trigger one of these big avalanches. But at the top of this crown where the track is, we're on this slight convexity, so where the slope goes from less steep to more steep. And this is also really shallow snow due to probably some cross loading that is scouring this side of the slope. So the snowpack is thinner here. And we also have a lot of rocks right next to where this top track is. So these are the kind of common trigger points where you can collapse this weak layer and cause one of these larger avalanches.
Sometimes it is nearly impossible to identify the thin spots on the slope where you are more likely to trigger one of these avalanches. Thankfully, no one was caught in this avalanche, and we thank the riders for submitting this observation.